Hey, welcome back. Today is Wednesday. We're getting a little bit of weather here as I look out on the Santa Barbara sky. A little bit of rain, but I just can't complain. Midwest, back east, you folks are getting hammered, so I'm not going to complain at all about the rain. We need it out here. Beyond the weather, though, today I'm actually going to talk about something of interest to parents, and that topic is this. Do you ever notice how different your kids are? And if you've only got one right now, kind of one and holding, the biggest challenge you have, folks, is noticing how different your child is from both you and your spouse. Different person, a whole different set of needs, whole different set of interests, values, passions, completely separate. You may share a couple of those things, and your child likes this or that, and you like this or that, and share some interest that way. That kind of makes it neat. But for the most part, a completely different person. And then when you have more than one child, you've got two, you're like, ooh, they're different not only from you, but from each other. Whole different set of needs and challenges, whole different set of interests. Can't just, sign them both up for soccer and hope it works out. We do, but, over the long term, you notice the discrepancy between the two kids is different. Parents of three or more, you figured it out. You're like, and I don't even know who this kid is. Where did he come from, right? You're like losing track of names. So many kids running around. Who are you? You belong here? The idea here, folks, is that it's very easy to make assumptions about your kids, what they like, what they need, and assume that those needs and interests are the same, because you've raised them in the same home. Right? They have the similar experiences. They maybe go to the same school. So, the logical assumption is they're pretty much interested and they need some of the same things. And I think that can really take a turn for the worse, especially as kids get older, because they're starting to develop such unique personalities. So the challenge to you today, two things. One, sit down and make two lists for yourself. And I would encourage you to do this with your spouse too. What are the three things that you most enjoy as a parent, aside from the kids? Just three interests that you have. And then three of what you think your biggest challenges are. So do that for yourself first. Then do that for your kids. Okay? See if there are similarities across the board. If you got two of exactly the same list, I'm going to encourage you to go back and do your child's list again. Because the chances of you having the same things on your list as you're on your child's list, next to nil. Okay, with exactly the same three. What I'm trying to do with this is to get you to really think about how your child is unique. So when you come up with those three interests, take it a step further. You've identified the three things that your child really enjoys. Maybe they're sports, maybe they're the arts, maybe they're, maybe they love math, right? They're great in their academic world. Take one of those three and make a commitment to engage in one of those with your child this week, right? Sometime over the next 7 days. And then take a look at the needs list. What are the things that really challenge them? Maybe reading is a huge challenge for them. Okay? Maybe just having a conversation. Maybe going out and meeting new people. That's something that's a real challenge for them. Take some time, again, over the next 7 days to engage in that challenge with them. Support them in that. Help them out so they can kind of overcome. Take a step forward in trying to meet that challenge. Right? With the overall goal of really identifying how your kids are unique. Because in the long term, folks, kids are going to remember you for the time that you spent together and for your ability to appreciate them as unique individuals. No child wants to think that their parent expected them to be this way and they didn't live up to those expectations. You don't want kids growing up that way. Right? Accept them for who they are, for their needs, for their interests. Right? Appreciate them for that. What more could a child ask for? So, today is a wet and rainy Wednesday. Looking for some sunshine tomorrow. Have a great end of your day. Take care.